Hello, ladies and gentlemen, here to the DreamHack Summer 2013 GosuGamers coverage of Heroes of New Earth. It's the first video interview, and I got a very special guest here. It's ggslayer from KungFu Gaming. How you doing, man?
Doing pretty good. How about you?
I'm very excited and nervous, as you probably can see. So let's just start a little bit. How's Sweden for you so far?
Sweden's pretty awesome, beautiful country. It's first time in Europe, so it's pretty awesome.
And now to the maybe not so awesome part. How is DreamHack so far for you?
DreamHack's been a little difficult, starting off with both the SGs and Complexity, which I would say are the top 3 teams. And we're relatively new, so it's been a little rough, but we're getting used to the atmosphere. I think we're slowly getting better. I think I'll start doing better throughout the rounds. Yeah.
Okay, looking back at the first 2 matches, they were pretty one-sided. How's your take on those?
Well, SG, they've obviously been playing together for a very long time. They're really good teams, and we came out trying our best, but we kind of knew they had the upper hand with the atmosphere. They knew what it was like playing on LAN, and it was kind of our first time meeting as 5, like in person, and just getting to know each other, working together. But overall, their teamwork was better, and they were very prepared.
Third match obviously was against Complexity. It looked a little bit better from the start. What changed?
We just had to figure out a better strategy to our part by trying to get more confidence in our 2 lanes, and then we left 1 lane off so that we kind of knew that we were going to lose that. So we try to put more help on the others, try to keep up.
Okay. You mentioned that you are here for the first time as 5, first time together. So how did you prepare at all for this event?
Well, since we had different time zones and a lot of people had school and stuff, we played a little bit together, and we mainly did a lot of talking and drafting together and figuring out what people's roles and how we were going to play together. And then when we got here, we practiced a lot, and we practiced a bit before too, but overall they were just a lot more prepared. And as we get playing to the Southeast Asian and other teams, I think we'll be better matched, because it's not the big 3, so we're a little more confident in our play.
You scrimmed yesterday, I think, against ITS a lot. How did that work out?
Oh, it went really well. We played really well, and everything was basically going pretty well. So
now with the top 3 out of the way, give me a record that you have at the end of the group stage. What are you aiming for?
Aiming for beating a couple of the Thai teams. I think we're pretty confident that we can take on the Russian team, and then work our way back from where we are now with the 0-3, but I think we'll do better. Okay,
now a little bit to the uproar about your nomination. You were chosen, handpicked by Garena, and the community, to say the least, was not very happy. How did that affect your team at all?
I didn't really care. I mean, they're trying to open Han Beta in China, and they don't really have a lot of players, and also just they have visa issues, and they had original Chinese players, but they had to drop out. So they were going to have a Chinese team anyway, so they looked for the best option, and they contacted me. I was pretty honored, but it was pretty cool representing them, so I'm not really mad about what the community says. We're just trying our best to help.
How are you tied to Chinese culture, China at all?
Well, my parents were born and raised there, and then they moved here. And I was born in America, but we Chinese, do everything at home. We speak Chinese. We still got the culture, and it's nice to be able to represent them.
You said a little bit about the visa issues. I know that JYK had problems. How did that affect your preparation, motivation at some point?
Well, we weren't sure if you could even come, and our manager wasn't sure if he could come, so we had to look for another replacement, and it was kind of hard. So then we still practiced, but we kind of had to shuffle. Is he going to make it? Is he not? So it was kind of chaotic. And then like 2 days before, he finally got the visa back and he could go. So we started preparing again. But overall, it's been kind of hectic, but we try our best.
Okay, probably the last question. Next up is impunity. You already mentioned that you think you have a decent chance against them. Do you have anything special prepared for them or anything out of the ordinary?
Probably just play our style and just match up and see what they got.
Player style is a very good point. I saw you scrim yesterday and you played like Nomad. You played a very interesting and unorthodox lineup with Fade, Luna, Plague Rider, I think. Is that just your style, that you don't adjust to the mainstream meta, or why does that make an appearance in your game?
I'm probably gonna bring in some of my past and bring some AL into it. just really aggressive and just stopping them early and taking over late. Just be really aggressive.
You mentioned Absolute Legends. What are the plans for the future? Do you think that this team will continue to play together, or do you just look to get back to Absolute Legends once DreamHack is over?
I don't know. We might continue playing through Han Tour and just keep going the Chinese. But I'm not really sure. I'm not sure about Absolute Legends either. But I just know they're still my family back home. It was fun playing with them, but yeah, just use my past to help my future. Yeah.
Okay, very well said. Thanks a lot. You have any final shoutouts?
Shout out to my parents, Absolute Legends, Cookies Mookies, Jeff, Creams, Meisty, all them, Tiffany Echo. Shout out to my school, UW, and shout out to the Chinese community and Washington.
All right, thank you very much. That wraps up the first interview. We hope that you're gonna have a couple more down the road, probably today or tomorrow. So stay tuned for the coverage, and thanks.